Yeah, Link's been sitting for a while. Do you think he needs to stand up and stretch his legs?
Well, you're there, like, lay down and really take a nap. I mean, he does
I mean,
seem a little tired.
yeah, he keeps falling asleep in the stool. I don't know. Do you need to take a nap?
Nah, I think I'm good right now.
Good. Okay. Anyway, hey guys, it's Zach. Welcome to episode 31 of Skyward Sword. Last episode we finished up those relay station things and opened the way forward to the Lanayru Mining Facility. Link's got his game face on. Look at that.
To me, I thought he was just like, dang it, another dark stairwell to nothing.
Okay, so I think I can talk. I think I can start talking about this now. Remember how I said that there was a story that I wanted to talk about?
Yes.
All right. I think now might be an appropriate time to talk about it because it involves this temple now that we're in here. Okay. But really quickly. Oh, no. I see you. There we go. Just gonna do this real quickly. Okay. So, when did this game come out? Like 2011, right?
Yep.
Alright. I got my Wii, in this game back during my final semester of college in 2012. And I remember specifically, the, spring break playing this game, right? So I had the whole week off. I had meant to actually work on, I had a semester-long project that I was working on, and I had meant to get like a little bit farther on that. But then I just couldn't help myself for the entire week. I was just playing this game because, you know, I lived in, it was technically considered, campus housing, but it was technically off, but it was also off campus. So it basically, like, the housing was run by the school, but I didn't have to vacate during holidays and stuff. So, like, you know, I was able to, like, stay there over, like, winter break and stuff. And so I remember I was just kind of in my dorm room, because that's what it was. It was, like, apartment-style living. I remember one day I had woken up, and it was, I think it was like 11 o'clock in the morning or so. And, you know, I woke up and I was just doing my thing. You know, I turned on my computer. You know, I checked YouTube for, you know, a little bit. I got, you know, something to eat. After basically like my breakfast / lunch, whatever you want to call it. Oh, whoa, that was weird. I would then start playing Skyward Sword. I would turn on my Wii, just start playing the heck out of this game. And I got in here and I started going through this dungeon and, okay. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I know. The beetle. Yeah, the beetle. So I started going through here and, you know, I would take breaks occasionally, you know. I remember, like, I would, I remember, you know, I would, you know, use the restroom or get dinner or whatever. And then finally, like, but then I would always, like, go right back to playing as soon as I was done. And actually, let me just, you can't hit me. There we go. Woo. Okay, so, and then I remember I finished up this dungeon, and I was feeling a little tired at that point, and, you know, and I was like, okay, and I looked at the clock, and it was like 10 p.m. that day, and I was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good, you know, I got really far, I finished up this temple, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. So then I saved, I quit, I turned it off, right, and you know, you remember the Wii would then always tell you like how long you've been doing something, right? Like it had that little mail thing, right? So, So I would then take a look at it, and you know, because I'm just naturally curious, and I'm like, you know, oh, you're right, you know, that mail thing. So I take a look at it. I had been playing Skyward Sword for basically 10 uninterrupted hours at that point, and I went, yeah, because I mean I did take a break, but you know, but for the most part, it's just 10 uninterrupted hours, and I was amazed by it. I was like, wow. I mean, because I really didn't, like, I felt it at the end because I was exhausted, but it honestly didn't feel like 10 hours that I just spent playing this game. And that's my thing for like one of the many reasons that I like this game is when I could get like sucked into a game and like really invested into it and have a good time, then I like the game. Because I feel like that's what a game should do. You should have a fun time playing it. And to me, I had a fun time that day. You know, I woke up, I didn't have any place to be. I just sat down, started playing. 10 hours later, I'm like, okay, I put in a good, solid, you know, few hours into the game. Let me save and quit. The only other Zelda game that's made me do that was Majora's Mask, where I spent basically 9 hours a day over a weekend just playing it to completion. Mm-hmm. And of course I had a lot of fun with that game too. There are not that many games where I can just lose myself for about 9 to 10 hours at a time and not really realize it until later on. So that's my argument. That's why I still stand by that I like this game. Mm-hmm. Because I had a really great experience with it in college.
I see.
So that's my story.
Well, I'm very glad that you had that experience. And again, you know, I hear that most people don't have the best of judgment in college, so, you know.
Yeah, and, you know, you have valid arguments, and we're going to get to those too, by the way, guys. Like, you know, I totally skipped past that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's alright, it was a red rupee, it's worth 20 rupees, don't spend it all in place, blah, blah, blah.
So, anyway, Eric has plenty of reasons why he doesn't like the game. You know, some of which we've already tackled, some of which have still yet to come up. And you know, it's only fair that he gets his moment to voice his opinion. There we go.
Yes, nope. This fun enemy.
Alright. Oh, come on. I totally hit that like blast head. Nope.
Mm. I'm starting to see why this dungeon took you 10 hours.
Well, it wasn't the whole dungeon.
I know.
No, I did plenty of other things, you know, leading up to it.
I know. I just had to, you know, make the comment based on, you know, this particular enemy.
There
you go. Just flail wildly until it
just
dies.
Flail wildly.
You know, that's the thing about Skyward Sword. It makes you feel like a true swordsman.
It does. By swinging wildly. That's how every swordsman swings their sword. Also, this music is actually rather interesting.
Kind of low-key.
What, the music?
Yeah.
I guess so. Okay, looks like we can't move that. Oh.
Boy, it's a good thing that, you know, we didn't turn the console off after this, because, we'd have so many messages about those jelly blobs.
Yeah. Well, you know, in the HD version, the sword would also be blinking, with like some things that Vi would just annoy the heck out of you for, but she doesn't pop out. So, if the sword will blink, if you should desire to get, you know, whatever she needs to tell you, but she doesn't pop out to interrupt you. So.
I know, but does it still make that weird, annoying chiming sound?
I don't recall.
It's like, that was something that bothered me too, because, you know, like, sometimes it'll be like, oh, okay, the dowsing is just blinking, but it's also making that chime sound, and it's like, I'm not going away until you actually, you know, check me. It's like, fine, here, shut up. You know?
So, I don't think, yeah. No, I totally get you. Yeah, we can't, that way's locked, that way's blocked off, yeah. Alright, just wanted to be sure. Oh. Excuse me. Alright.
So I can see why this dungeon took you 10.
It didn't even take you 1 hour, because you barely played it for...
Yeah, well.
By the way, how far did you get before you finally decided that, like, you didn't like it and put it down?
So I remember, so I might have mentioned this before, I don't know entirely, but like a lot of this game, was like, because me and Zach had that kind of, you know, game playing hack. Yeah, but
we did mention that one, yeah.
Yes, but what I wasn't sure if we mentioned was I kind of like set up my laptop and basically pointed it towards my TV at the time, so Zach was able to see me play a large portion of this game, like almost as like a private Let's Play.
I totally forgot all about that.
Yeah, so I remember you making comments specifically on like Elden Volcano and such. So I feel like I didn't get much further than like I probably got through like the Forest Temple and the Girahim boss and stuff like that. But then I think that was about it, or I might have gone through some of Elden Volcano, but I hadn't gotten to the temple yet, or something like that. And then, you know...
That's right, I kind of remember that now.
Yeah, so... so Zach got to experience a lot of my things firsthand. It was also, like, kind of funny, I think, in retrospect to me. It's like, you know, because I didn't want him to spoil anything either, because I'm like, well, you know, I want to see, like, where the story goes and everything. But then, like, there would also be these moments when it would be like, oh, like, oh, this is really cool, and, you know, whatchamacallit, or, oh, we're doing this? Okay, or, oh, okay, here's this puzzle. Oh, really? That was it? Or, oh, wait, that makes no sense, or, yeah. So, yeah, so as far as, like, how far I played on my own, it was probably no more than the forest area.
Forza. Okay, yeah, I couldn't recall, and yeah, I completely forgotten that whole private Let's Play that you did.
Yeah, so... but yeah, as far as I could tell, that was, like, because I do remember specifically, you know, making some comments about, like, the dungeon and the volcano and everything. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Oh, right, I forgot they explode.
Yep.
Let me see.
You could put enough scorpions on that wall?
Oh, yeah. No,
I
I
mean,
can use a few more.
You might have like 3 Skulltulas on a wall in Ocarina of Time, but it's like a giant wall that goes up the side of a mountain, you know? It's like, you don't have 4 on like, you know, 5 feet of wall. You got a jelly blob. These.
No, that text doesn't exist. Oh, okay. Let's see. God, how to do this.
Well, I think at some point somewhere there should be like a time stone or a...
Well, yeah, there will be, but I meant like I thought
Or a
like I
bomb
could move
or
that block.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But
thinking
I'm not
the
gonna be able to
wooden
toss
crates.
a bomb up there.
Well, no, I'm saying like something with the beetle. Like there's a bomb on the thing above the
yeah.
door. I just saw there, as I was saying that.
Oh, yeah, there.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the wooden boxes can be blown up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was trying to find. Yeah.
Oh, there's also a time stone up there.
Oh. Time somewhere.
Oh, up in the.
Oh, up in that thing. Yeah, well,
I'm
we can't
guessing
get to
the
it yet.
switch is what'll.
Yeah. I like the design of the BMOS in this.
They are rather interesting, but I also feel like it's. I don't know. I don't know. They almost seem like too futuristic to my style.
Well, this is supposed to be like in the past, I guess. So I think the idea is like kind of like Atlantis, you know, where supposedly they had like futuristic technology before the rest of the world.
I mean, I know, but I'm also like, yeah, this is kind of a cool idea and stuff, but it's also like, does it fit in Zelda? Particularly with this supposed to be like the very beginning of the timeline. You know, like
yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Most advanced, like, and this is like pre this timeline even. So it's like, how come we've never seen a single thing of like this advanced technology in any other Zelda either?
Well, there's a simple answer to that. They didn't plan for that when they made the other games.
I know, but they could have planned on it for this game. You know what I mean?
Planned on it for this game?
Yes, it's like when you're designing this game, be like, oh, okay, I had this cool idea for like what we could do here. You know? And then it's like, oh, but wait, will that fit in the world of the game? And then go, well, yeah, no, not really. Like, we can make it not technological, but somewhat magical, but in a similar way. Like, maybe there's these stones that are able to power these things, you know, I guess, like, through some kind of magical energy or something. But, I mean, they seem to make it pretty clear that these are like, this is just straight-up electricity. You know? And,
yeah,
like,
basically.
robots.
I mean, like, look at that right there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you have even like these LCD type screen things that are like on the wall. It's like, yeah, I'm not really buying this from a thing that like the most advanced technology that they have is a picto box that can hold like one picture.
Yeah.
I think it goes up to 3 in Wind Waker, if I'm remembering correctly, but even so, it's like...
It goes up to 3?
Like, you can take 3 pictures with the picto box.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then, you know, then you look at, like, Breath of the Wild, and then, you know, and then it's just like, okay, well, now you have a tablet.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, something's sort of happening there, but Breath of the Wild is so late in the timeline, and also the tablet's kind of magic, you know? So it's not like, okay, this is an electronic thing. It's like this Sheikah technology that's been, like, magically developed.
How do you know that this isn't also magic, then?
Well, you see those conveyor belts? They're running on gears. So, like, there's some sort of motor and stuff, and, like, even if they're sort of magic, it just doesn't really explain why none of this stuff exists anymore. And you can see, like, the wires and conduits kind of from these things, too.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of explode into, like, these... I don't know. You got a red rupee. It's worth 20 rupees. Don't spend it all in one place. I mean, like I said, there can be reasons, but it just, like, it came off a little weird. Now, granted, at least in, you know, you do sort of have a little bit of this in Breath of the Wild with the, oh, whatever those walking turret things are called.
The Guardians.
Yeah, those. So, you know, it's like, okay, at least we're starting to see some of that there, even though it was, like, really decayed and stuff, some of it. But it also, like, with that having been so late, it was just, like, it felt weird. Like, it feels weird in this game for some reason. I don't know entirely how to explain it, but just
I think I see your point.
So
though.
far back,
yeah.
you know.
Oops. I mean, yeah, I think I see what you're talking about. Oh.
But I do agree that, like, the aesthetic of like the BMOS and, you know, some of the equipment and stuff is really cool. It just it feels slightly incongruous with the rest of the game and the world and stuff.
I guess I can kind of see what you're talking about. I don't know. I'd still like just kind of. I think it's neat to look at, and I just kind of accept it. Like I'm like, okay, it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me as much as. What died? Did you see it? They just like that ruby just spawned out of.
Yeah, wow. What you gonna do?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, in a way though, it's like I almost feel like I've gotten more questions. Like, I mean, for the longest time, Nintendo was like, okay, each game is its own. They're legends. They're not necessarily all true and all connected within the same world. But then Nintendo decided to put out an official timeline. And it's like, okay,
it's
so
dumb.
Nintendo, now you're saying all this is true. It all happened in this order. So...
But notice they never actually put Skyward, or not Skyward, I'm sorry, Breath of the Wild on there.
Well, yeah, because it's a game that came after the Hyrule Historia, which is where they published the timeline.
Yeah, but they were asked about it in interviews. Goodness gracious. Okay.
You just hit it away with your sword, and then it'll... Like, once it's away from you for a ways, it'll, like, deflate. Or despike, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like in... Well, actually, I don't know... Which way am I supposed to go, though?
Well,
I think I'm supposed to go over
I
that
think you're
way,
just
but-
supposed to keep going until you get to another door right now. And then later
Yeah,
you come back to
probably.
this room and you're able to do more things. So probably up the ladders, Mike.
Yeah, probably. Oh, there's a chest over there. We'll see what
really
we'll
want
see
to
what...
go down there. Oh man, this must be something really good! Yay, you got the gust bellows! It is an ancient device and mystical device capable... No wait, it is an ancient and mystical device capable of blowing an endless gust of wind. Even though that makes no sense. If you feel the controls are out of alignment when you are using this item, press down to center them again. Again, noting that the controls can be bad.
I don't know. Seem to be doing okay with them.
I'm sure the emulator developers have fixed things. Blew that scorpion.
See, look.
off.
See, there's magic now, right? Because this is like somehow this is like an ancient. What did it say? Ancient and mystical item. So you see, so it's not all technological.
I don't know. I mean, they say magic is technology we don't understand yet.
Damn it.
So.
Who said that?
I don't know. Somebody in Marvel. It's actually been used in a lot of things now.
Actually, yeah. Are you kidding me, Link? You were like right there. Why didn't you grab it? Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized we're 25 minutes in. So, tell you what I'll do, guys. I'm going to get to the other side of the room over there, and we'll pick things up next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you thought of everything. Let me know what you thought of our stories that we told you this episode down in the comments below. And as always, join us tomorrow for the bonus episode of Aperture Tag that's going up. Friday for the for another exciting episode of Pokemon Insurgents Egglock, and Saturday for our stream at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Monday for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Randomizer. Tuesday for Undertale. Okay. As always, you can join us next Wednesday for episode 32 of Skyward Sword, a game that I'm still very much enjoying.
Well, I'm glad.
And Eric is enjoying commenting with me on it. Right, Eric?
Yeah, man.
Alright, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you guys then.